I made the video every day a good day. Embrace it every moment. Then when I was to go to sleep, I thought, well, I should have said this one. And the idea is this. Because of delusion, there's enlightenment. In Zen saying, it says something like, delusion is enlightenment. But I think it's more precise or explaining better if we say delusion is enlightenment, or without delusion is enlightenment, or enlightenment. Without delusion, there is no enlightenment. If we are always enlightened, you don't know you're enlightened, right? So, while I said in one of the video, every day is a good day, I think that can be right, but this is paradoxical. Yes, I think it's much better to say delusion. Without delusion, there's no enlightenment. Let me just go back to say, what is a good day? What is happiness? You see, if you are always happy, you don't know you're happy. Isn't that true? I think Saichi's word is very precise. Saichi is a Myokonin. He said he goes to the Pure Land and he comes back to this world and going back and forth. I can relate to that. When I'm back in this world, there's lots of suffering or confusion, or it could be nothing new. It's just ordinary day. Because we are human. And because we are human, we can be enlightened to liberate from the delusion. You say, aha, oh, I made a mistake. When I made the video, every day is a good day, that was like a moment when I was walking on the street and there's a ginkgo tree and everything looked good and I was kind of high, picturing of going kayaking and having a good day. So my feeling was elevated. And I thought that it's like every day in a way. But when I came back from kayak, because I have accomplished what I wanted to do, and I'm going back to the normal state of my mind. You're not high. Your liveliness is less than what it was before when I had some image and I'm moving on that direction, going kayaking and having a good time. Just like a children. Children have a time they're not doing anything, or they may be crying too. Why am I comparing to children? Comparing myself to children? Children's very honest. I don't call them being sincere and truthful, but they are very natural. When they cry, upset, but they flip very easily and get involved in the sandbox and playing. I'm not saying we go back there, but I am saying we go back there. The heaven, the kingdom of heaven, I forgot the exact word, but children can go, but not adult. Sorry, my English is very limited. Yeah, when I said every day is a good day, can be a statement of delusion. But if you know that you can get out of that delusion, that moment you have a good day. We are human. We go in and out because we got this brain and mind attached to the body. And this brain attached to the body, way I explained the tree analogy of life. We go this way or that way, and we are trying to balance out. To balance out is that you know you are doing excessive or you're doing less. So without going excessive or less and balancing out, it's like a delusion and coming back to reality, and then get into delusion and the reality, or into the pain state and the happy state. Without the pain state, there is no happy state, and human can experience that. That's the way to say it. It took time. It took a whole day. But I want to say it this way. I don't want to say it as if I know it and say it logically, because it takes time for me to say it, to clarify it. And when you clarify it, you feel at peace. The next day, you start over again. We may say we start with a good day, or we have a good day, but it's impermanence. We are human. Don't make me put onto the pedestal that I know something. Maybe I know something which is that I'm delusionary. That's more precise. And that's what Saichi said. Thank you, Amida Buddha, because you kept me having delusion. And he get upset or depressed depressed at times. He's a human. He's not a saint, but he is a great reference for me that I can relate to as being a human, not putting myself in pedestal. And that's liberation to feel like that. So suffering is needed to be human. I think that's the way I want to say it, and I need to say it. Oh no, I need to live, which I cannot do. And that makes me feel liberated, because I'm not putting myself on the pedestal. Yes. In the morning this way, in the evening this way, this other way. And I'm balancing out. I know how I'm living, in and out. I go to Nirvana, I come back to this world with pain and delusion. Yes, accepting the pain is the way out. And if you don't have pain, you're not human. We suffer, we feel sad. That's okay. Don't be fooled that I'm happy all the time. That's not human. I think that's deeper to be able to say that. It takes time. It takes realization. And that's the way, that's the process. So, if you want to go through difficulty, just go through difficulty. If you want to survive, go through that wholeheartedly. And that's the way of being human, genuine being human. Let's not fool ourselves, but we'll fool ourselves anyway. And don't be disappointed. But it's okay to be disappointed. You are the human. But don't feel like you are wise or accomplished. There's no such thing. And that's accomplishment as a human, because you fail. Of course, you should keep on trying to be better. And there's no end for that. If you think you accomplished, I think you may, or I may lose humility. And that's not human. That's not sincere and truthful. Being sincere and truthful is to know that we are human and keep on trying. wholeheartedly. I can sleep better. May all beings be happy, but don't be disappointed that we may be unhappy. There's a way out. But don't feel happy that you went out to nirvana because you're human. You have a brain. You make mistakes. You get deluded. I was upset that the AI was deluded this evening, but I need to be more compassionate. But I'm not compassionate, therefore I know what could be compassionate. Good night.